A person with a positive attitude cannot be stopped, and a person with a negative attitude cannot be helped. Hello, beautiful people. You are watching Enriching Lives, and today I'm going to talk about a key component to be successful. It's not your skill sets, not your educational qualifications, not your looks, rather, it is your attitude. It is well said that success depends 10% on what happens to us and 90% on how do we respond to it. So what is attitude? Attitude is basically your viewpoint, your thought process. How do you react in different situations? It is a habitual thinking pattern of yours. Attitude is a frame of mind. It's a way of looking at things. Attitude is a matter of choice. So it's up to you what kind of attitude you want to carry. Now always remember, a person having a positive attitude does not realize the fact that there is a difficult situation in his life, but then it is his ability to see and smell that opportunity into that situation. So he is not blind to this fact that there are difficult times, but yes, he acknowledges it, accepts it, and finds out what is that hidden positive outcome that I can generate out of this hardship or a challenge. On the other hand, if I talk about people who have a negative attitude or who are pessimist, well, let me tell you, pessimism or negativity, it is more dangerous than any disease that people have, because this is something that makes you hollow from within. Pessimism is a result of your negative thinking pattern. When you can see only problems in any situation, it is very difficult for you to be solution oriented, and you are always into that zone of stress, anxiety, negativity. So yes, attitude has got a lot to do with our within. Always remember, whatever is inside matters more rather than your exterior appearance. Just imagine if there are 4 glasses. The first one is made up of plastic, the second is made of ceramic, the third is made of steel, and the fourth one is made of glass. Now if you pour orange juice in all these 4 glasses, tell me something, that is the taste going to be different in all these 4 glasses? No, right? Well, the taste of the orange juice would be similar if you consume it from any glass, which means that what is exterior does not really matter. Rather, what matters most is what is inside of it. Similarly, what's happening inside you matters the most, rather than how do you look. Well, I'm not denying the fact that yes, you need to groom yourself also, but then please understand, if you are really well groomed, but still when you open your mouth and you always talk about problems and stress and depression and all those negative feelings, and you always come up with negative emotions, and you always have a negative thinking pattern, your way of looking at everything around you is always negative, then even if you are well groomed, nobody really cares. So ultimately, it's the attitude that matters. So let's understand who is a pessimist at the first place. A pessimist is a person who, if goes to a land of milk and honey, will only be able to find calories and cholesterol. This person is so much obsessed with problems. There are a lot of people in this world who will always give you a problem when you present them a solution. So they have a problem ready for every solution of yours. A pessimist would say it may be possible, but it's too difficult. On the other hand, an optimist would say it may be difficult, but it's possible. Also, they keep spreading their pessimism like a disease. So wherever they'll go, they will spread a lot of negativity. They'll always tell you 100 reasons of not doing a particular task. They are always there to tell you why you should not opt for a particular plan of action. What is it that will make you fail? So they are ready with 100 reasons of failure, but they are not having one reason to succeed. This is how they think. So it's their point of view, it's their thinking pattern. It's very much ingrained inside their mind to always look out for problems. And you know what? The more they are able to find the negatives, the more happier they are. The more the negatives, the merrier they are. They feel so elated, when they're able to find out a couple of mistakes at something that you present them. It always gives them a feeling of joy when they're able to point out mistakes or the difficulties in any situation, or they're able to find the negative traits of any person around them. So they're always vouching for what negative things are prevalent around them. Now tell me honestly, if you are carrying such kind of an attitude, how are you really going to succeed in your life? It will block your thinking pattern only with the negative outcomes, and eventually you will never even think of trying it, or you will never try to attempt, because this is what you have visualized. So the result is pretty clear in front of your brain that it is definitely going to be a disaster. So if you have such kind of an attitude, or if you are surrounded with people having this kind of an attitude, my suggestion to you would be change your group, change your surroundings. Try to be with people who have a positive attitude, who think like achievers, because their thinking pattern will definitely influence your thought process. And once your frame of mind changes from negative to positive, you start taking actions and you are highly determined towards achieving your goals. There is an ancient tale about a king who has a close friend of his who always used to look at the positives in the life. Anything that happened in life, he would always say it was for the good. Something better is planned for me. So he had that strong positive outlook towards life. So once accidentally the king cut his thumb, and the friend as usual said, "Well, whatever happened for the good." And to this the king lost his temper, and he actually punished him and sent him to the jail. Now after a few days the king went for hunting, and inside the deep woods he lost his way. One of the tribe found him and they held him captive to offer as a sacrifice to the gods. Now while the priest was tying his hands, he noticed that one of his thumb was cut, and then he immediately informed the head of the tribe that we cannot offer this person as a sacrifice to the god, as this would be an incomplete sacrifice and would attract divine rage. And because of this reason, the king was set free. As soon as the king came back to his kingdom, first thing that he did was he visited his close friend in the jail and apologized, explained him about the whole incident, and also told him that you were correct. Whatever happened was for my betterment, because on that day, if I would not have cut my thumb accidentally, today I would have died. So I'm standing here because my thumb was cut. So yes, it saved my life. But tell me one thing, you are in the jail and you are suffering. What's good about this? Well, to this his close friend replied, it definitely happened for my good, as if I was not in this jail, I would have accompanied you for the hunting trip, and instead of you, they would have offered me as a sacrifice to the gods. So I would not have been alive if you would not have put me in this prison. Well, this story is a clear indicator of whatever we think is good for us may be because of our narrow perspective. I strongly believe that whenever you do not get the desired results, always understand and believe that the universe is planning something big for you. So the universe has really got something big and magnificent for you, which is much better than what you are aiming at. So have this positive attitude in your life. Now this does not mean that you don't know that you are suffering, but then you accept and acknowledge the sufferings in your life, and you get that ability to fight with it and emerge as a winner.